So who better to explain?
Harley and Kelly, and I know you guys are going to laugh at us if we try and explain what Harley's got, so Kelly is going to do it.
Right, this is Harley. Harley is 15 and he has a very rare genetic condition called spondylocarpotarsal synostosis. When he was diagnosed, he was one of 25 in the world. Basically, it's a fusion of the bones. So he's got scoliosis, lordosis and kyphosis, which is a curvature of his spine. When he was first diagnosed, he had a 39-degree curve on his scoliosis. He has always been monitored for his condition. However, in 2018, he had an anterior spinal fusion in the hope to stop the curve from getting worse. However, it progressively got worse after this, and the operation actually worked against us, and Harley deteriorated over time. Got to around 2020, Harley was struggling with breathing. So I contacted the hospital, did numerous tests, but they come back inconclusive. Fast forward to 2024, he was in quite a bad way and he literally just couldn't do anything anymore. He was a shell of, the child he was before. So we raised our concerns again and a complaint, and basically we found out he's got 27% lung function. At this point we asked for a second opinion at another hospital, the Evelina, and we were told unfortunately things didn't look good. He had a lot of testing done in order for them to make a decision on sort of what was the next step for Harley. And unfortunately, it turned out that Harley actually had 25% lung function. He needed a ventilator to breathe of an evening while he slept. He now needs oxygen for everyday tasks like going to the toilet, up and down the stairs, having a bath. So yeah, that was obviously a big blow to us and for Harley, but he took to it like a duck in water. Like, he does so well on it, don't you, babe? Yeah. Yeah.
And you've had an expert.
Yeah.
Over in America.
Yes.
And he can correct or make it a lot better.
Yeah, so basically, obviously, the NHS unfortunately deemed Harley inoperable. They said that the risks outweigh the benefits. They also have taken this nationally and it had the same outcome, unfortunately. So we did look into this ourselves, and fortunately enough, we come across a surgeon called Dr. Lenke. We actually heard back from him only in January this year, actually, on the 8th. And he is able to help Harley. He told us that not only does he believe he can help Harley with a 3-step surgical plan, which is 3 different surgeries, that he's sure that he can actually give Harley some lung function back. So yeah, we're very optimistic, but unfortunately that comes with a huge...
A high price tag.
Yeah, so
Big
it's...
price tag. But I noticed, I was in your live the other day, there's a lot of people going, they know a doctor or they know a surgeon that can do it or that it can help, but what they don't realise is it's there's a few different bits to Harley's spine. They've got the fusion, and then he's had an operation, so it makes it harder. So although it's nice people are putting doctors' names out there, they can't really help.
No, so it's obviously Harley's spine is classed as complex, where he's got so many different curves and elements to it. And obviously he's already had an operation, and where he had that operation, his spine is like a mass, like a concrete mass. So he needs to see a complex spinal surgeon, which Mr. Lenke is. He's the best in his field with his own surgical method. That's why there's a 3-part plan to help Harley. So it's not straightforward, but it's basically his best chance of survival. Because if not, he will deteriorate further, being on a VEM, tracheostomy, feeding tube. And obviously he's already lost so much of his quality of life, but he still at the same time still has a life and quality of life left. So without surgery he's going to get worse, and he asks every day to get his back fixed. So hoping by sharing his story that he'll get that chance of getting the operation and the help he really needs.
Yeah. So it's hard. Any parent is in this situation where you feel helpless. You can't fix Harley.
No.
And anyone could have a situation where their child could be in a similar position, and we all know how horrible and hopeless it must feel. And if we could all get together, we can fix this, and very quickly. And how many people on social media?
Yeah, we can do it.
And it's something that it's simple, and it shouldn't be simple, but it's down to money. So that's why we're going to be cycling from Land's End to Margate.
500 miles.
500 miles. Which, yeah, a bit crazy. but it gives, you know, I reckon we'll do it in 2 days, so
Nice.
it's going to be 8 days, but that's 8 days of awareness, 8 days of solid raising as much money as we can through your GoFundMe page, and also we're going to be raffling the bikes off, aren't we?
We're going to raffle the bikes off as well. That'll go straight over to the fund.
Shall we make it a little bit more interesting so we know what people like, if they feel like they're getting something out of it, shall we put £1,000 in each as well to each one of the bikes? So then hopefully that will raise more money.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
So we'll do the bikes and £1,000, and we'll set the raffle tickets up, and then you tell them all to buy a raffle ticket, Harley.
Tell them, Harley. So buy a raffle ticket, please.
There you go.
And can I just ask you a question? What's your favourite drink?
What do you like to have in the morning? What have you got to have when you get up?
Tea, mummy.
Cup of tea, mate.
Yorkshire tea.
Yorkshire tea, mate.
Yeah.
And what else do you have? What else do you have with it?
Custard cream.
But only from M&S.
But only from
Yeah,
M&S.
Marks and Spencer's,
So
not just
we will
anyone.
be stopping off along route and having a cup of tea. If you see us, we've got the tea bags. So you have
Ask
your
us for a brew.
Yeah.